Hey folks, Larry Packmaster Dog Training. Question pops up quite often that I get, and I keep typing out and writing the same stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it here in video, so the next time someone asks me, I can post it. The question is, they say, I never hear you talk about the Vibrate button on the e-collar. Do I use the Vibrate? No, not at all. In fact, I absolutely hate it. I wish they didn't even put it on the e-collars that I use. But I know many people do like it. So I say this all the time. I find it useless. I don't like it. I never use it. I don't have my clients use it. And here's why. I get plenty of responses from people who say, hey, I trained my dog to, he has 100% recall using the Vibrate button only. I say, okay, I believe you. I don't think they're lying. I really do believe when they say that. But then I pose one question to them that no one can ever answer. I say, okay, your dog comes to you every time using the Vibrate button for a recall, right? Correct? They say yes. Okay. What happens when the dog decides not to? Let's say the dog chases a deer or a rabbit. What happens at that point? No one has an answer for me. And here's why. You can't turn to the stimulation on an e-collar if the dog has not been trained with it, because that could just make the dog run faster. It can create all kinds of problems. So if the dog has not been trained and conditioned properly to the e-collar, it's useless. You can't use it. And contrary to what many people say, although the vibration can be kind of freaky to a dog and uncomfortable or just annoying, it's not a true correction. There is no consequence to it. So that's why I find it completely useless. The other thing is, if you feel you need to use the Vibrate button, what does that say about your true beliefs about the e-collar? If you're that comfortable using an e-collar and there's nothing wrong with it, and you train and condition with low-level e-collar stimulation, preparing the dog to one day receive a higher correction if necessary, then what is your mentality behind using the Vibrate button? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's never, ever a scenario where a Vibrate button, would be okay. They sell these collars now with that Vibrate only. But if you plan on having your dog off leash, ever off leash, then it's completely useless. I could see if maybe there's an older couple that their dog gets into things in the home and you want to use a Vibrate only collar, like to distract the dog or interrupt behaviors. I could understand that. Okay, so that's the one reason, or something similar. I'm sure there's other situations. But if your dog is going to be off leash, especially in public, then of course you want the dog properly trained with the e-collar. And the Vibrate button, for me, serves absolutely no purpose. For one, it freaks most dogs out. Yes, you can condition the dog to the Vibrate, but what is the purpose? So no, I don't use the Vibrate button. Again, it does not serve a purpose for me, okay? Low-level stimulation is much more effective than a Vibrate. And it's adjustable, and there can be consequences when needed. There isn't with the Vibrate button. So I don't use it. My clients don't use it. I don't like it. I hope this helps a little bit.